The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So off we go then.
Now there's a headline maker, Steven Gerrard.
Focal point for any team he plays in.
Yeah, I suspect he may be deployed as a more holding midfielder, but that seems wrong when you know how good he is 30 yards forward.
And here's Pirlo. Can he finish? It's in!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Barcelona finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Barcelona leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Here comes the corner. Barcelona with the corner, they're first. And he gets rid in a hurry. Great chance! Hazard! The man's a genius! A finish right from the top draw. A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
Well, how's that for a class finish? We're looking at a different game now.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus.
Decent chance! And he's following up! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Pirlo plays it short. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. That is ended up in no man's land. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Gets a good foot in there. Genuine physical edge about this game. It is quite attritional. He's got away. Hazard! And he nearly went all the way.
Hazard can really show some outlandish skills, which is always welcome and obviously refreshing.
Busquets. Oh, that's well spotted. Lampard. That's a nicely shaped ball. And that's a simple one for the keeper. And the shot's on here. And the finish! Goal! Barcelona! It was bound to happen one way or another. He is just too good a player for it not to. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Barcelona have their lead. Looking to play him in. Oh, big chance! And that's a sharp finish. They're level in a trice.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
Quite a game this, all square again.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Jimenez. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Azar. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. Barcelona are finally getting a much-needed break. It's been absolutely breathless stuff so far. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, it's been played at such a frenetic pace. I'm amazed it's only been 45 minutes. I'm wondering whether these players are going to be able to maintain that energy.
Well, this has been gripping stuff. 4 goals evenly shared at the interval. It's 2-2.
Substitution for Barcelona, number 21, Bruno Fernandes.
Barcelona get the second half going.
Coming on the field.
I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
Number 13, Dembélé.
Barcelona different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
Eto'o, never out of the action for very long. Mateus demonstrating his defensive quality there. Great defending, strong and determined. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Clearly is miffed, having made the...
And the shot! Goal! Barcelona! And the comeback is complete! There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Barcelona with the lead.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
Well timed, excellent interception. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Barcelona perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. And here's Eto'o. Azar. And it's Dembélé.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Oh, well played. Now then, the ball's come loose. Dembélé. Searching pass he's played there. Now it's Dembélé. An uncompromising challenge. And that's really well manoeuvred. Lampard. And here's Azar.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Chance, surely! Could have won it there and then. He knows that. Oh, he knows it.
Oh, what a stunning save. Absolutely tremendous, and he's kept his team in it.
Barcelona have their second corner now. And he's gone looking for safety. They want to be quick to recover this. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. Oh, shooting chance! It's a goal! Again, we are level. What a contest!
Oh, what a fabulous game this is. It just keeps getting better and better.
We knew what was coming, and he has outfoxed the keeper again.
Well, was there ever any doubt? It made it look like he's done it.
It's Dembélé! Oh, that could be pivotal! So is that it? Is this the moment they stole it? Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
Barcelona found a way, forcibly. Oh, terrible pass. Picked out brilliantly. Can he finish? And a neat finish! We thought they were done, but never say never! Calm, composed, confident, what a super goal.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
And that's that. What a game, a contest of ferocity and marvellous talent from start to finish. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Barcelona can always take more positives from a result like this. Yes, there is some tidying up to do, but some real promise too.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Against Barcelona.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. There's the whistle and here we go. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Peter, it would have to be the highly rated Dean Howson. The perfect blend of total football and tiki-taka. I like the front-footed approach he takes to defending. He's very effective, pushing people back by almost joining in central midfield himself. And, you know, he has a real air of authority about him now as he matures through the game.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Bayer Leverkusen have reclaimed it. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And it's Neymar. Pirlo did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
Well, he could easily have slipped that to his right just to keep the attack alive, and it looks like he's going to learn the hard way. Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
Busquets did well to emerge with the ball. Soy! Oh, super goal! A finish right from the top draw. And there is your opener. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing. So we have the first goal.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to...
Oh, what has happened here? And that was nowhere near his best. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Cannavaro kept his eye on it, and he's there. Serginho is one whose deliveries we all know about. Serginho. Pele. And the counter is on. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And it's played in. No messing about, just bludgeoned away.
Barcelona truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
That's Busquets. Messi producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Cafu, Batistuta might just make this. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Chiellini. Pele. And for the first half, that is that. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Barcelona come in at half-time on the wrong end of a 1-0 scoreline.
It's been a pretty tepid display. They'll want to use this break wisely to regroup and come out with some fresh initiatives. This is all still very salvageable, maybe even winnable.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest.
Substitution for Leverkusen, number 19, Messi.
So, into the second half.
Number 10.
Barcelona really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
14, David Villa. Number
Serginho.
20, Didier Drogba. Substitution.
Eto'o. Good driving run. Tries a shot, this time surely! And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Barcelona different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
Serginho. Barcelona still this single goal behind. David Villa. Zola has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. Van Dijk kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. No, that's been intercepted. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter. OK, that's largely due to the way their opponents have approached it, but they can up their game considerably, and I mean considerably. Barcelona really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of...
Impressive jump! They want to be quick to recover this. Has to go back here. Oh, it's come loose. Now, can they get him away? Decent chance! And he couldn't finish.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Substitution in progress.
So here comes a substitution. Semenyo, very much a man of this moment. Good read, needed to be. Barcelona are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Chiellini. Pullet, chasing after it. Neymar. Oh, nicely intercepted. Passing is crisp and sharp. Bale. It's Bale!
Barcelona really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Now it's Drogba. Barcelona very much running into the last chance saloon. Drogba! And that would have been game, set and match.
Well, the keeper spared a few blushes here. Going 2 down at this stage would have made it an awful long way back.
Bayer Leverkusen with the corner, there first. And a header! Oh, the ball's run loose here. That's going to go a long way. Howson is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. It's a good-looking delivery. And it's been hooked away. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
Bayer Leverkusen can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Two added minutes has been indicated.
Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. And time is up. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, effort, at times effervescence, but just one goal to show for all of that.
Hello everybody, and this
Well, what
is
are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim? Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So we're very much on the way now. While plenty argue, Jim, that Lothar Matthäus is the complete footballer. Do you think so?
Yeah, he's a goal-scoring number 10 and a sweeper all in one. That's a pretty unique skill set. His career is all about leadership, glory and superb character.
And not a few goals, actually.
Yeah, of course.
And he's quick to return it. Pass somewhat off target. Hazard. Eto'o.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Just eases him off the ball. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. A slightly better ball. It's Rashford! Goal! Manchester United! Manchester United take the lead. You don't keep those outs. He knew, he just knew.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Pelé. Can he finish? And that's in. A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Barcelona are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Searching pass he's played there. Busquets tries to clear. Matthäus! Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
Well, it came to nothing in the end, but it certainly got the crowd going.
Busquets is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Oh, that's well spotted. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Now it's Messi. Nicely weighted ball. And that's gone all the way through to the keeper.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Capello showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And the shot! Oh, that was no routine save.
Ibrahimovic is offering a wry smile there. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Capello goes short, opts to play it back. Manchester United are looking to go forward now. Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. Rashford is the type of player who always likes having a bit of space in front of him. Barcelona do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that defence.
Well, it's a tried and tested formula, okay, but very demanding too.
Well, you need your boys up front to work extremely hard, and you need to get the passing right as well, of course.
Pirlo. And it's Hazard. Pelé. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Great vision. Real chance! Oh, it's fallen kindly here. Passes coming off in quick succession here. And this is Ibrahimovic. Rijkaard. Doué. No, that's been intercepted. Hazard. Mendes gets over and intercepts. Thuram. Could be danger here. He might be in here. Shot at goal. It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this.
Stood up well to him there. And this is Messi. Well, that has not gone well. Pirlo has a look and plays it forward. Distributed tidily. Dealt with nicely by the defence.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Can he get on the end of this? It's played through for him. And it's been hooked away. And that signals the end of the first period. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. So there was the first half.
Well, you have to ask questions how this has stayed 1-1, Peter. I do think, though, that the way spaces have been found in key areas with relative ease will be a real concern, something that needs addressing, and fast.
So 45 minutes of uncompromising football, and at the break, it's one each. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Now it's Rashford. And he's there to get it away.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 20, Ibrahimovic. Number 18, Pelé.
Intercepts the throw, that's well read.
Number 13,
Now it's Dembélé. Ah, he's had it taken off him.
10, Messi.
Looking for the run. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. That's put paid to the danger. Looking to play him in. Now it's Eto'o. Oh, super! It's Hazard! And he's done it!
Well, it's hardly a great surprise to see him doing something thrilling, and it should send a strength and courage through every one of his teammates from here.
Pressure? What pressure? He feels none of it.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Barcelona leading now.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Well, that pass isn't the best. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Threads one in.
Eto'o!
Corner number 2 then. Capello with the short one. And this is Eto'o. And he gets rid in a hurry. Mateus wins the duel this time.
Hazard really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And it's made its way to... Oh, he's been caught napping! Stam getting this one clear. Tries to play it through. Messi. Barcelona perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. And here's Dembélé. Succumbs to the pressure. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. And here's Dembélé. It's Hazard! Pulls it back.
Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box.
Busquets. And it's Hazard. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Looking for options for movement. Rashford has it in a wide position. Ball's over the line, and it is a corner.
Substitution for Barcelona, number 8. Hazard.
Barcelona are making a change now.
Pirlo, number 16. Busquets, coming on the field, number 25.
Towering header!
Number 15.
And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Mateus actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And he's running through. Messi. Messi! And that's a sharp finish. And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. What a delicious goal, stroked in like a maestro.
That was magnificent.
And he shoots! That's another chance. Just cruising. They are cruising. Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, Peter, I know from experience there are players who always seem to know where the ball's going to end up. This isn't about luck at all, despite what people say. Just keep an eye on his movement.
It's starting to look like a done deal now.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline.
Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. Barcelona presented with a golden opportunity here. This further to improve their cause. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
You know, he would have been embarrassed had the keeper held his position then.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
And the frightening thing is, Peter, this isn't even a surprise. He thrives in these situations.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the look.
Great chance! And a neat finish! Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
Manchester United get their goal. A bit of respectability restored. And he cuts out the supply. And the counter is on. Well timed, excellent interception. Barcelona clearly now in lead preservation mode. And here's Eto'o. Oh, that's delightful. Driving through the middle. Now, who's going to be first to this? That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Rafinha. Mateus, he'll try from distance! Lacking in accuracy.
There will be 5 minutes added time.
Now there's a fine ball. It's Dembélé! And somehow he kept it out.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
Zola plays it short. Has to go back here. Oh, easy pickings there. Pedri. Dembélé. Shot, surely! And yes, it's there! They are gorging themselves here on a seriously gorgeous scoreline. So smooth, a signature finish.
Well, I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, but...
And the referee brings it to a close. So the winners, bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. Fall behind they may have done, but they were having none of that. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So it's down to business here. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Yeah, Thibaut Courtois. He's a huge presence between the sticks, and that's not just because he's 6'6", Peter. He's got great reflexes, wonderful positioning, and he's a strong defensive leader. I think opposition defences will also need to watch out for his long throws. They're quick, they're accurate, and a source of many a good counter-attack.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. Forlan. Oh, good spread. Knocks it into space. And he skips past his man. And this is Forlan. Pirlo. A probing pass. Good ball over the top. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. Eto'o! Oh, split-second reaction.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Now it's Forlan. Spread to the right. Oh, that's a key interception. Azar.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Xabi Alonso kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Xabi Alonso defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Busquets is always looking to break lines. Oh, nice one too, very nice. Goes down, but nothing given. Barcelona
Really do like their passes from deep, Peter.
making good use of that quarterback position, aren't they?
Yeah, but this is a system that can only work if you have the players who are willing to run at and beyond the defence. Let's see if these forwards are up for it now.
Now it's Eto'o. Dani Olmo. Xavi Alonso. Nicked it back promptly. And it's Carvajal. Played into space. And well taken goal. Messi, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Still waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. Rijkaard. Xavi Alonso. And here's Forlan. And he's there to retrieve it. It's roll! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And we have our very first corner. And it's been taken short.
There will be
Saliba.
added time.
Nicely spread. And that is the end of the first half. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps.
And a quick announcement.
So between them, no goals at all so far.
It's not a bad game by any means, Peter, but it definitely needs an injection of some invention, creativity. There's so much you can do with all that industry by just adding a little bit of skill.
So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 6, Pirlo. Coming on
Down to
field
business
is
again.
Number 15.
Barcelona have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. Okay, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Dani Olmo going face-to-face with his great rival. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Messi is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. Messi, passes coming off in quick succession here. Barcelona come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
Dani Olmo, Forlan. Czech gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted.
They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
And this is Messi. Germany needed that, they really needed it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
And here's Forlan. Pelé. Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
Well, I think both teams can help themselves massively with better movement up front, Peter. There's just not enough happening at the moment. And essentially, their job is to find space, and that needs to start happening.
And he was quick to react. Now it's Forlan. Looking tidy in possession here. Dani Olmo! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Lovely bit of skill. Just about up to 75 minutes. Eto'o. Barcelona perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Xavi. Now it's Messi. It's Xavi! Not a bad try by any means.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Substitution for Barcelona, number 10.
So we have movement on both benches.
Hazard, number 18. Pelé, coming on the field.
Oh, what has happened here?
Dembélé, number 25.
And it's Stojkovic.
Number 22.
Lee Kang in.
Substitution in progress.
Stojkovic! That is decidedly lacking.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
That's a cute ball. That is good alertness.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Now it's Stojkovic. And that's a good ball. Diaz! Chiellini getting this one clear. Good take, and is he in? Takes a shot! It's run loose, who's going to get there? And that's it! It is done! So a tough one to gauge. Defensive dominance combined with wastefulness in attack, and the outcome inevitable. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, a decent draw, Peter, with a good mix of action and plenty of talking points, and it ended with the right result, in my opinion.
My thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So off we go then.
Well, Peter, I reckon Dragan Stojkovic will be important here.
Yeah, he's not the biggest necessarily, Jim, I suppose, but he is a multi-dimensional player.
Yeah, I think he'll have a busy...
Can he finish? And Czech pulls off a sensation! Oh, he's been caught on it here! Goes for the shot! And for a moment, time stood still.
I'm really impressed with the tenacity he's shown to intercept that. That's how they're going to make things happen.
And we have our very first corner. And that has been knocked clear. Now this could be a chance. He's had a shot! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Wan-Bissaka. Shot could be on. Stojkovic. Pirlo. And he's managed to get rid. Oh, he's bustling through here. That's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Oh, I was on the edge of my seat then. He just took on one too many.
Caicedo. Barcelona, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Passing is crisp and sharp. Pirlo can so cleverly bypass the press.
Toon always have been a side that are known for pressing, a style that's very high tariff, Peter.
But it can pay off big time, can't it?
Yeah, just about every top...
Chance for a shot! Goal! Barcelona! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Barcelona have fired themselves in front.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Schneider. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Good take, and is he in? Pirlo is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Cannavaro with the clearance. And this is Saviola. Oh, that is... It's Schneider! Schneider! Brilliant! About as smooth as it gets. They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
Stylish in the extreme, a delicious goal.
That was magnificent. The way he cut it so perfectly, I think he's even managed to surprise himself, Peter.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
And that is the end of the first half. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. So it's one each. How are you seeing it, Jim?
Well, it's definitely been a game where both sides have tried to play to their own strengths, and I suppose neither side would be particularly unhappy with this scoreline. I suspect, Peter, the two managers will be keen to urge patience and discipline from their players now.
So 45 minutes of uncompromising football, and at the break, it's one each.
Bruno Fernandes, number 18.
And that's the second half started.
Coming on the field, number 8, Hazard.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And he's there to belt it away. Barcelona come out this half somewhat altered.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
And it's Eto'o.
Look, they're prepared to be quite physical to contain any danger that might come their way.
Cannavaro looking to pass their way up the pitch.
Oh, really well played.
Eto'o. Caicedo. Wan-Bissaka. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Hazard going face-to-face with his great rival. Dinks one through. Maida. Oh, that's fabulous. Maida! And he hits the net. And the comeback is complete. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 9, Aubameyang. Number 6,
Barcelona can make their change now with a break in play.
number 13.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
Now, what about a counter-attack? Looking to play him in. Incoming delivery. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively. That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you must...
Shot a goal! And yes, it's there! They've done it again! It is incredible!
Yeah, and it's very much deserved in the circumstances. In these games, it's so tempting to maybe get a little sorry for yourselves, but there's none of that.
And that really is so... He's having a shot! Goal! Barcelona! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Stam. And it's Thuram. Lampard. And this is Eto'o. Looking for the run. He's not played the ball, that's a foul. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card. So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Frank Lampard. Coming on the field is number 22, Hullet. Substitution in progress.
Dembélé! Brilliant! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And surely that clinches it. There really is no way back now. Well, that was wonderful in every regard. Vision, concept, and considerable accuracy.
Look, there's an awful lot that can go wrong from that range. How good was that?
Oh, shooting chance! And it's there! up by 3. They have their boot on the throats of their foes. It was thrashed in, the crispest of hits.
It would have taken something heroic from the keeper to get anything on that. The height was tricky enough, but the power, he had no chance.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager...
And that will be it. They are pumped. Boy, they're pumped. A tough win earned through the power of will. And this place is bouncing. Dembélé voted man of the match, and deservedly so.
Now with a quick